welcome back to the Church of Atheism. Got a interesting little show today. Pretty short episode, actually. We're going to be discussing the Roseanne Barr incident. The reason this is so late is we had quite a few episodes built up, like in a log. We were trying to, release them once a week. And then when the Roseanne thing hit, we wanted to talk about it. But we were backed up. And, yeah. So, about a month later, now you can hear us talk about Roseanne. Not very good planning on our part. We're also going to try a couple different audio things. It's going to sound a little bit different than our last episodes. If you like it or you hate it, let us know. I'm trying to make this as good of quality as I possibly can with the lack of dollars as I possibly can. So, yeah, we're doing a cheap podcast and a cheap budget. What do you want from us? Yeah. Anyway, you know the drill. Check out our Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop/Church of Atheism. You can check out some things there. We got some cool little atheist propaganda. That's not the right word. Some atheist products. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the show. Let's get to it.
All right, so what's up?
Nada. I was just hoping you had your Ambien ready so we can talk about Roseanne for a little bit.
Oh, trust me, I don't need Ambien to say racist shit.
All right, good. So,
I don't need Ambien. I just need a solid 6 to 8 hours. That's all I need to say racist shit.
just at least a good nap.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I need.
Like, I don't know how you feel about it exactly. I think what she said was ridiculous. I'm just not sure. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't follow both lines 100%. I'm in between the right and the left right now.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just, anytime a comedian gets in trouble for exercising free speech, I have to stand up for him.
Yeah.
That's kind of my feel, especially Roseanne, because I like Roseanne a lot, even though nowadays I agree with pretty much none of her political views.
Yeah. The only thing I really said on social media about it was just I just sent her some thoughts and prayers. Thought it'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Be a nice gesture. I mean,
yeah, not
that I really thought about it or prayed.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, well, like, what really upsets me is that, like, that's just what people do nowadays. If someone says something, people don't like on social media, the first thing they do is try and get them fired. And I think that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
That I just don't like. Like, that happens constantly. Like, that's what they do. And then, like, as soon as somebody gets famous, especially if they're... See, that's the thing, is that, like the lefty people love attacking the other lefty people. And then, like, as soon as somebody gets famous, they will just comb through every social media thing and look for something objectionable, they said.
Yeah, I think the over-the-top social justice warriors are the biggest problem, for sure.
Yeah. It's kind of like... she had kind of an almost like Al Capone type situation, which is where the people on the left were waiting for anything.
Right.
100%. Get her. Yeah. That's what upsets me.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, what upsets me the most is, like, her joke wasn't even funny. I didn't think.
I didn't either.
And that's what offends me personally.
Right.
Is that I didn't think her joke. Like, if you're gonna
go there.
And it's like, I love Roseanne, but she should have known better.
Yeah.
Like, people have been objecting to the Roseanne reboot before it even aired.
Yeah.
And another thing that bothers me, like, people kept talking shit on the show, and it's like, I think most of the people that were talking shit about it didn't even watch it to begin with. Like, it was actually pretty good. I watched, like, 3 episodes, I think.
I didn't watch any of them, I'll full out rightly admit.
And yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And, well, the thing is like, her character, like, yeah,
Her character really isn't the same as, like, her.
No, like her character like has the same like right wing beliefs, but like the show itself wasn't like a some kind of pro Trump advertisement, you know? Like
right.
She just mentions like right wing in the show. She mentions like some of her right wing thoughts, and she does mention like voting for Trump, but
right.
I don't think it's what like all the people that didn't watch it that are criticizing it. I don't think it's even sort of what they thought.
Right.
And what really pisses me off is so fucking what? So we're supposed to, like, every single TV show is supposed to have the same fucking views.
Yeah, that's definitely where I think there's a potential problem. Like, I personally, I don't think it was wrong of her to be fired for it, because, like, once you get to a certain status, like, it's almost like you're selling out. In not a bad way, but, like, once you get to that point where, like, you know, it's no longer just about your stand-up; it's about your show. Then I can see the consequences. But you're definitely right. Like, there's definitely a potential problem where like every show is eventually going to be the same. The people who are on those shows are going to be the same people on social media. Like, they're going to be fucking mindless robots.
Yeah. So we're all supposed to just have the same. Like that's what fucking just pisses me off about society is that like we're all supposed to be just left-leaning hypocrites, apparently.
Right. All the time, every day.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I'd probably consider myself more left than anything, but
yeah, I'm definitely left of center.
Leaning more. I agree with. I agree with the left on most things. It's just that I do not agree with their methods.
No, it's like not. I'm gonna get in trouble by saying this because somebody who's here is like, "Oh, you're pro bully." Like, were you ever in the spot when like it almost became like fisticuffs, like in the schoolyard or whatever? And there's always that one kid who'd just be like, "Meh," like. Yeah, like those. I just wanted to smack those kids. But like,
yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it was just like, if you're gonna talk shit, at least have the back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I'm on a tangent that I can't get back to.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Bring me back.
Yeah, no, I'm just sick of all the like. Because here's the thing, I don't think Roseanne is really a racist, because if she was, I don't think she would have said that. Especially since she knows she's got a TV show on the line. I think she's just trying to make a joke, and it missed.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible she was trying to do like a publicity stunt and it just went wrong?
I don't know. That's kind of tough to say. Like, she is crazy.
Yeah.
But she is genuinely like has mental illnesses.
True.
She's made that a big part of her comedy. In fact, you know what? That's actually that's how I'm gonna spin it now. I'm gonna spin it around on those guys. Like, oh, so you're ableist,
right?
Because she's got a mental disability, so you're ableist.
Boom! Take that, social justice bastards.
Yeah. Take that.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Yeah. Actually, that's totally what it is, because you can't make fun of. You can't say the R word, and by R word I mean retard.
Right.
I just wanted to say retard like loud and firmly.
You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think you have a really very good point there.
Yeah, like everybody knows that. Yeah, like she's been like very public about the fact that. So this is another reason I admire Roseanne, is because she's been very public about her like battles with mental illness, and how like she used to be on all sorts of pharmaceutical things, and she actually the one thing is that she's a huge weed advocate, because she has she's got like she grows weed, and she like makes edible, like she grows a strain that helps specifically for anxiety, and I think that's pretty cool.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's a big weed guy. Like she has her own line of edibles, like because she has a nut farm in Hawaii.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and yeah, no, she's like a big advocate for the healing powers of marijuana.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, and it doesn't, justify her saying.
No, right.
Yeah, it doesn't justify her saying racist stuff, but it's like, yeah, like if you're bipolar, you just get those psychotic highs where you think everything is, you
Right.
just get proud of yourself and you think everything you say is funny, and sometimes it doesn't land.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea she was like pro weed. It's true. She opened up a dispensary.
Yeah.
It's called Roseanne's
Yeah,
Joint. Wow.
That's right, Roseanne's Joint. Yeah, no, because like I remember, because I was always a fan of hers, like because I was kind of messaging you that like all the people, like all the social justice warriors and shit, like that are just fucking piling on Roseanne, like they really don't understand, like she fucking really paved the way. Like not necessarily for female comedians, but like she was one of her and Joan Rivers.
Yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
like they were like, two different generations of women that like really, I don't know, like they paved the way for crass female comedy, like inappropriate, dirty female comedy. It was fucking great.
There wasn't much like that before them.
Not really. Like all the most female comics were like, they just did the same jokes, talked about marriage and their husband, kids and shit. I mean, Roseanne did the same thing, but she did it different. Like, I can't remember if I mentioned this on the show, but like, I was watching one of her stand-up sets, and just her opening sentence made me fucking laugh. Like, she gets on stage and she's like, "My husband's a fat piece of shit." That was from like 1988 or 89. That fucking just made me crack up so hard.
That's the tone though too.
Yeah, exactly. Like
like you're not getting your typical female comedy from me tonight.
Yeah.
If you weren't aware.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's funny. You like
because I liked her because she had self-deprecating humor, but I liked her jokes. Like she would attack people, which is what I liked about her. She was like vicious.
Right. And I was like, I don't know, I never really watched much of her show, even like the first time it aired.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know much like about the show at all. I just know like about the canceling. Like I know her stand-up has always been like top notch.
Yeah, well, that was another thing about the show is that it was like it was a surprisingly liberal show.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't understand, like how she did kind of a 180, like because like on the original show, and I guess actually no, because that really hasn't changed. Like her show, like I remember there was like a gay wedding. Like her show dealt with like homosexuality.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
In a positive way. Far before any other show had, like that was before like I guess Will and Grace is probably the big one, and Ellen.
Right.
And her show dealt with stuff like that.
Like I said, I wasn't a huge fan, but that's true. I never like really thought about it that much. But they definitely had all those like the issues before most of the mainstream TV shows had them.
And that's another thing. Like I fucking like those are always the like as far as sitcoms go, the very special episode. Those are always the worst fucking ones.
Yeah.
And she did it in a pretty good way. Like her show dealt with domestic abuse. I believe she had an abortion one. Basically, she did an episode on like any issue that women face. She did an episode on, and yeah, like all the fucking people crying about it now are too young to remember how fucking
pivotal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, that's like. I'm kind of in between because I think if you get to a certain status, I think you're at the mercy of advertisers and like like you have a boss again. I think a lot of comedians want to be a comedian, so they're not they don't have bosses anymore. You know, like once you sign the papers that you're going to be on a TV show, well, then it's back.
That's the whole point. And that was another crazy thing about her is that I can't think aside from Lucille Ball, which reading about her, dude, she was one of the coolest like women in entertainment ever. Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
But like aside from her, Roseanne's like one of the only women that had a show and they fucking ran a tight ship the way they wanted it to do, the way they wanted it to be, and it was successful.
Right.
But I will say, that doesn't mean I'm standing up for her racist joke, which...
Right.
Like I said, it wasn't that funny. It's like, come on, Roseanne, you're hilarious.
That's the thing. If you're taking a swing, make sure it hits.
Yeah. If you're going to take a swing for the fences.
Right. And I guess that technically she did. She just swung and missed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I guess she really... Yeah, she reached for it.
Yep. Had it connected, I think it would have been like, oh, that's terrible, but I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, yeah. I think you're right, though. I think if more of the social media, social justice warrior crew knew more about her, I think it would have been a little, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not, because as soon as she came out as Trump, I feel like everyone, like, is that how divisive Trump is, actually?
Oh, yeah, dude.
I didn't mean to make this a Trump episode, but that's what it feels like to me.
That's just how divisive the citizens are. It's like, that's the one thing that I hate about, like, this country as far as, like, politics go, is that it's teams.
Right.
Like, nobody, like, you can't you're either you're rooting for us or you're rooting against us. That's it. Like, it's fucking teams.
Exactly. Maybe.
And that's fucking bullshit.
Again, maybe Trump's going to make America great again by pointing out all of our all of our weaknesses. That's exactly not what he's running for or running on. But it kind of seems to me that we're finding more about us as we go through this.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've said it a couple times. I can't believe he's fucking president. I mean, that still blows my mind.
Me too. But, like, maybe I'm just trying to, like, desperately find the silver lining or something. But maybe.
No, I think, like we said, I think this election would at least wake people up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just sometimes you have to shake the Etch-a-Sketch to start over, you know?
Exactly. That's a great phrase.
I don't know I've been using it a little more lately. I'm not sure why. I haven't played an Etch-a-Sketch for probably 25 years.
Oh, so there's my Etch-a-Sketch.
He was around here somewhere. Well, there's your interocitor. Anyway.
Interocitor. Love it.
Did you one quick thing I wanted to bring up, and I think I'm going to give Trump credit, but I'm not sure enough about the subject issue.
Mm-hmm.
Trump signs the right to try bill. President Trump on Wednesday is scheduled to sign the right to try bill. The bill allows patients to bypass the Food and Drug Administration and seek alternative, like...
Ooh.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Honestly. I mean, it gives them the right, and that's fine. Actually, oh man, I don't know.
Okay, let me put it this way.
So what are the implications of that?
I'm not sure. I was just going to say neither one of us right now know enough about it to have. This is not my official statement. My initial feeling is it's a good thing. Because I feel like maybe it's not going to allow this, but I would think maybe it would allow for, like, you could try weed in more places than just medical. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it'll push the boundaries for medical marijuana a little bit harder. Or, like we've talked about some of the studies in Europe for treating depression with psychedelics.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case, but if that is the case, then I'm all for it. And I wanted to point that out, like, look, I'm not one of those people who hates Trump on everything. If that's what it's about, then I'm all for it and good for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like, I feel like there's some sort of. I feel like there has to be some sort of right-wing agenda buried in there, but I can't figure out exactly what.
That's the thing. Like, so I don't want to say anything too official yet, in case there's like some like abortion clause for no reason.
Yeah, but when you say like alternatives to FDA, what that makes me think is like fucking new age healers.
Right. Like the copper fit.
And okay. For example, here's a good example, and I can't remember if we talked about this or maybe we messaged each other about. Oh no, we were going to do an episode on like faith healing and shit.
Yeah.
So like, for example, so there was like a classic case of this kid had a terminal illness that could have possibly been treated, and it was sort of a landmark case in the fact that like the state had to get involved because they straight up disappeared, like the family. This kid had a terminal disease that could have been treated, and then like the parents were convinced that he's a faith healer, and then actually like even like that's the sad thing is that they had the kid, and he was not old. He was definitely not more than he was 11 years old or under. That much I remember. And he was talking about how he's like I'm a certified medicine man. And his parents convinced him that he could treat himself. And then, like, he's like, I'm a certified medicine man of the something tribe. I can't remember the name.
Man.
If I would have thought of it, I would have looked it up. But then, at the time, I did look it up to the tribe he was talking about. And what that was if you pay a certain amount of money, they'll send you a certified medicine man certificate. It was a fucking... It was an actual native tribe, but
oh my god,
like,
no
that
test.
Was one of the, yeah, no. You just give them money. You're a certified healer, and so.
God damn.
He was a certain. So even he was a child. Like he didn't know any better.
Right. Oh man, that's
so like they disappeared, and then the state had to get involved. And last I knew. I think the state of Minnesota finally like found him, and I don't know. I think he was getting his like proper treatment. That was still fucked up.
That's fucked up.
But when you're a kid, and like of course you're gonna go along with what your parents fucking beat into your head.
Right. And of course you're gonna have the fucking religious right nut jobs. You're gonna be like, well, see, look, they're coming for our religion now.
Yeah.
Like, no. We're just making sure that your child doesn't die because you're fucking stupid.
Yeah. So with that bill you mentioned that bypasses the FDA, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, and I'll have to look more into it. Maybe I'll try to post some stories on Twitter.
Yeah, is that like that's what I'm worried about is that people. Instead of giving their kids like radiation or chemo, they'll cure their kids with Christ. And let me point out, Christ didn't even fucking help himself.
No, he died with 2 holes in his fingers. There's hands.
Yeah, exactly. So,
you want to trust that guy with your kids?
Not only that, Jesus was a fucking carpenter. He was not a physician.
No. I
mean, like, would you want some fucking, like, would you want some fucking union worker, like, diagnosing you? Like, a fucking union, like, some fucking grizzled-ass union guy, like, all right, I got fucking 45 minutes till I gotta clock in again.
I think it's the mumps.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know. Your skin's all bumpy, you got the fucking mumps or something. I don't know. Don't blame me if I'm wrong. Fucking ex-wife, fucking breaking my balls. Fucking foreman breaking my balls. Everybody's breaking my balls. So you know what? You got mumps, kid.
Good luck.
That is literally how Jesus would have died.
Yes.
Jesus was a fucking Union guy.
I think it would have been too.
I heard Jamie say, "You want to come in?"
Okay.
Hold on, I got it.
All right, here's the thing. So the bill will give terminally ill patients the right to seek drug treatments that remain in clinical trials but have passed phase 1 of the Food and Drug Administration approval process.
Okay, well, I will say, like, phase 1, like, the majority of drugs get passed. Like, well, okay, majority. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about when I say that. But phase 1 doesn't mean shit.
I mean, it kind of does, because the weed won't make it past phase 1.
Well, yeah.
Because it's a fucking class 1 drug, which is fucking retarded.
Yeah, that's because it's illegal. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm still going to go with it. I'm going to give it at least an 8.5 to the Trump scale, which is probably the highest number I've given him so far. So great job. I'll give you credit for once, Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, I guess good for him for not
fucking it up.
No, I'm skeptical. I feel like any Donald Trump policy has to have some sort of buried right-wing agenda. I just don't trust it. I mean, maybe not.
Right. I think that's what I mean.
Just shitty thinking on my part.
If I come across anything that changes my mind, we'll definitely bring it up again.
Mm-hmm.
But I just by being on record, I'm on record for saying that I don't know enough about it to give him 100% benefit of the doubt or not. But my initial reaction, will say, is 8.5.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm skeptical about something being in there.
I just don't trust anything he does.
No.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's a good policy for any president, left or right. Whether it's Donald Trump or
Obama.
God.
Trust
Obama. Well, no, I don't trust fucking Obama's a fucking Muslim, dude. He wasn't even born here.
No. You're forgetting that.
That's so funny that Donald Trump was one of the biggest advocates of the birther movement. He was the
original birther.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable, dude. It's so fucking unbelievable.
And even like people on like John McCain, for instance. John McCain was he was the only good right-wing guy that we had.
I wouldn't even say good. I would just say tolerable.
No, I think, honestly, John McCain, after he lost the bid for president, became probably the coolest politician.
After he lost, absolutely.
Yeah, I genuinely disliked John McCain while he was running for president. But once he lost and he decided he didn't want to run for president again, he became fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He really became like your old ass grandpa that just doesn't give a fuck anymore. He called for weed rights. He talked shit about Joe Arpaio. He especially hated Donald Trump.
Yeah. That's true.
And then no, he was fucking great. He was like the only major politician with real influence and he was a Republican. He was like the only Republican that actually talked shit to Trump.
Yeah, he definitely stood on his feet about it. Fucking Paul Ryan is in his ass.
Oh yeah.
In Trump's ass, I mean.
Yeah, Paul Ryan's a fucking fag. You can leave that in there. He is just. He's a real fag.
All right, so how's that to an ending for the show? Yeah. That's going to do it for this episode. Wasn't a long one. Wasn't a long episode. Just a quick hitter. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher or SoundCloud. And like I said at the beginning, you can check out our Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop. Wow, amazon.com/shop/Church of Atheism. It's hard to say. It's a lot of shushes in there. Anyway, Thanks again so much for listening. We will talk to you guys next time.